like to do now, what a wonderful group of young men and speakers, and thank you folks for coming out and spending the day with us. It's wonderful. I wanted to take a couple minutes to let Mike Joyce come up and put a bow on the craft conversation. I've known Mike for a long time now, even prior to VIVE and his works, and I know he's very passionate about what he does for the folks that are coming into the industry. So I'd like to give Mike a few minutes. And then when he's done, he'll segue us into our next break, at which point we're going to reset the stage and then get ready for the most important part of the day, the one you've all been waiting for, the VIVE Awards ceremony, where we're going to let the shop style in, see the SEMA winners, give out the People, Process, and Passion Awards. So we're going to let Mike come up now. He'll transition us into the break after he's done speaking, and we'll get ready to get set up and head into our award ceremony this afternoon. So thank you very much, team.
I just wanted to take a minute to talk about the program that we have at Davies. Davies is the last and only vocational school left in Rhode Island for collision repair. All right, I met Jesse it was about 5.5 years ago, and we looked at the program and it looked like 1987 in there. All right, Jesse's been able to transform that program in the last 5.5 years with donations through several different manufacturers, suppliers. He's been able to make a real program that is something that most people on parent night walked right through because of the fact that they parked in the back. And when you look at what this program means to these students, it means a lot because of the fact that you have to believe in this program. This person right here, Jesse, made them believe in a program and grew that program in the last 5.5 years from 90 to almost double that. So we look at how we talk about our stores and how we double our stores, where we look at growth. He's able to do that on the same side from a student perspective. But getting real for a second, having the last school available, what does that mean? Well, that means that all the burden falls on Jesse, all right? So going through and doing welding training, we didn't have three-phase electric. We had a donation from Dave Greskis with an inverter spot GT. We didn't have electricity to actually conduct those welds. Jesse, after about, 2 years? 2 years of going back and forth, he was able to get those the three-phase drops. We were able to get the school rolling. He adopted a 5S approach with the school. We had some lifts. What year was that? Was that GTO? Bonneville. It was a Ford Fairlane that was on top of the Chief Frame machine. All right, so that was what they were practicing on. So go to present day. He was able to get a donation for an X3 Vision. We're able to actually make the students effective coming out of the school. So that's the whole important thing to share with everybody here today, is that how one person can make a difference, not only in a school, but in these students' lives, but also for our industry, but for our state in Rhode Island, having involved in the Auto Body Association, having them exposed to different parts of the industry. What a great job this man has done to mentor these young students. So I just want to recognize you in front of everybody today. Thank you.
Thanks so much, Mike. Every little bit helps. Like I said, we have people send us fenders. We have people send us everything on us. Headlights, broken headlights are fine. I can go through them. I can always find some use for something. So anything works. I haven't had a dumpster dive. There's enough shops around where I can always find somebody. I have a lot of friends in the industry, a lot of local friends who give me anything I want. So I can usually come up with almost anything. But we really appreciate it. I mean, I couldn't have been the technician I was when I was out in the field without learning from people that have been doing it for years. And the machines, the technology I had. I became a good tech early on because they paired me with an experienced frame tech it was about 2003, the new BMW had just come out, 5 Series, all aluminum. Basically, this technician they put me with was a frame tech, but he wanted nothing to do with computerized measuring systems. So they went and they bought a car liner system, and they had me do the electronics while he did the actual pulling. So together as a team in about 2 years, he taught me how to be a frame tech, and I taught him how to use this machine, which Joyce, and he didn't really care. The whole idea was to get me up to speed to work with him. But that technology actually helped me become a tech, and I wouldn't have made it without that. So it's about the people in the industry, the technology, and the connections you make that actually, it's nice to see that these guys are going to be well received in the industry. So, and that's kind of what it's all about. So I really appreciate it. Thanks again for the invite.
So to cap that off, get involved, okay? We have several ICAR committees that are out there that have vacant spots open in them all throughout the Northeast where we operate and we're going to operate. The biggest difference that we can make is to get involved. Put your influence in there. Volunteer your time. Make a difference in some students' lives, all right? This is our future, but if we don't get involved, it will stay the way it is. Furthermore, we've gotten involved with CREF on a different level. We've joined the CREF Donation Exchange. With the acquisitions that we've been doing, we have some maybe older equipment that doesn't meet the specs of modern day repairs. Those schools can utilize that. We're able to take this equipment, put it on an online store, where then schools from all over the country can actually shop from us and say, okay, I need an I-4 welder, I need something, I need a MIG welder, and we're able to provide that to them. So we are currently enrolled in that. We got enrolled 2 weeks ago. So if you're interested in that, please come see me. I'll run you through the process, how we log on, how we can put things on to donate, and this only benefits the students. I asked Brian Walker, there is no tax benefit to it. All right, this is just us giving back to the industry and making sure that we can make a difference for the next round, because we all need the next round. So thank you very much.